What is up, YouTube family? We are back at it one more again. Yeah, tonight I wanted to get into something that was real special for me at this moment in time, especially when it comes to the political realm right now. If you didn't know that Trump just signed executive orders, one of the joints he signed that I'm speaking upon tonight that relates to the song I'm about to do is he first of all he signed an executive order to bring genders from 72 genders to 2 genders, man and woman. Adam and Eve. And it was so crazy when he did it because it showed how ridiculous the Democrat Party has become. And you know, when I post this stuff online, right, I know I'm pissing off. You know, I'm talking to all these Democrats. You know, probably 95% of the people that of my audience, like on Facebook and shit, my family, my friends, 95% of these people are Democrats. So when I be clowning and I be talking shit about the Democrats and I like make them look like idiots, so I guess if you will, it's crazy because it's like me against the world. Like right now, like in my family, I'm public enemy number one, you know, and I'm not a Republican. I voted independent, but at the same time, I knew that Trump was going to win, and I knew that I didn't want Kamala to win or Joe Biden to win. I was not pulling for a Democrat to win anymore, because of the same shit that Tom McDonald talks about, right? Most notably, the shit that was going on in the schools. And I'm a girl dad. I got 2 girls. I got a son too, but he's grown. So I'm raising these 2 girls. One just is a freshman in high school, and the other one's in middle school. And to see what they were going through at their schools, I was like, yo, I gotta take a stand. Like I'm not rocking with this, and I'm not settling for this. Like this is what's going on. It's crazy. It looks like the liberal world order. So Trump did that, brought everything back to 2 genders. And then the thing that just dropped a couple days ago was he signed an executive order banning transgender men from playing in women's sports and being in women's locker rooms and bathrooms. And man, that was the one. That's the one I've been waiting for. I mean, it's a lot of other ones too. He been tackling a lot of issues that I agree with, but for this particular moment, this particular video, that was a great moment for me, and it was actually a moment that I was able to have with my girls, because my girls have been watching me go through this whole journey, and they've been watching me be ridiculed for something that they deem as common sense, and they're seeing their dad and like be shunned and persecuted and bullied. The attempting to anyway, but and canceling me and cussing me out and arguing with me. You know, I just got into it with you know, two members of my family. You know, my stepmom and an aunt that I hold very dearly to me, that I thought that I was very cool with, and both of them, you know, basically cast me out. You know, so now I'm public enemy number one on that side of the family, right? And it's not easy. It's not easy, but I'm a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot of different world wars in my lifetime, and I've made it through all of them. And and I've actually won all of them, to be honest. No, I take that back. I did lose one in the short term. I lost the battle, but I ended up winning the war. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this was something that just wasn't I just wasn't backing down off of this because it was dealing with my kids. So yeah, but let's get into this. And let's see what he's talking about all the way through. I actually haven't heard this song all the way through because when I used it for a story, when the Trump thing went down, I believe I used this song to report that moment right there. So I always wanted to come back and listen to like the whole joint. You know what I'm saying? I only heard a small, 10-second of this joint, but I knew this joint rocked. So let's get into it real quick.
The most banned rapper alive. Can I speak my mind? Let's get it. Aye, liberalism is a mental disorder. That's why they let illegal immigrants across the border. They keep trying to push the liberal world order. They in public school telling kids to be transformers. Ew, they demonic for real. They took God out of schools and it all went downhill. They say Bryson crazy, nah, I ain't got no till. But how can you? They got rappers wearing dresses for deals. There's no God, there's chaos, now go look at the news. Teaching your kids that they can change genders in schools. Got your daughters on TikTok, half naked for views. But it's Satan's job to make everybody confused. Drag queen story time out, that was they plan. Now it's normal to say a woman can go be a man. And say only women can get pregnant, well that's transphobic. And dudes that cut the thing off get called heroic. Liberalism is a mental disorder. That's why they let illegal immigrants across the border. They keep trying to push this liberal world order. They in public school telling kids to be transformers. Ew, and they demonic for real. They took God out of schools and it all went downhill. They say Bryson crazy, nah, I ain't got no chill. But how can you? They got rappers wearing dresses for deals. And you think your votes matter? They just took the election. And they coming for your guns to leave us without protection. Police let them in, why they call it an insurrection? They getting thrown in prison with no politician to help them. We know the big guy ain't really win. Tell them boys to go and check the votes again. And them gas prices kept getting higher. Meanwhile, Biden was selling all our oil to China. Liberalism is a mental disorder. That's why they let illegal immigrants across the border. They keep trying to push the liberal world order. They in public school telling kids to be transformers. Ew, hey, they demonic for real. They took God out of schools and it all went downhill. And they say Bryson crazy, nah, I ain't got no chill. But how can you? They got rappers wearing dresses for deals.
Yeah, that's my dude, Bryson Gray. Shout out to you, man. I mean, he brought the fire right there, man. That was exactly what I needed for this moment in celebration for my kids. Yeah, and yeah, that shit was crazy. I forgot I used this song again. Yeah, there was a report that came out 2 days ago, where it was like it was Fox Baltimore. I'm in Maryland, and it was a report that came out through Fox in Baltimore, that showed that the teachers were telling 5-year-olds that they could change their genders, and that shit just, and it was like, yo, like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, who does that? Like, why would you even do that? Why would you even confuse a child like that? And the only thing that comes to mind is that shit looked demonic. Like, that shit had to been a devil, a demon doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no person of God or Christianity or whatever religion is going to be trying to turn the kids into the opposite sex. If God makes no mistakes, then why are they out here trying to turn kids into the opposite sex? It's got to be an agenda. It's a demonic agenda. And that's why I rock with Bryson Gray so heavy, because he really stand on the biblical aspect of all this shit and tie it with what's going on in politics and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this he said liberalism is a mental disorder. That's why they let illegal immigrants across the border. I forgot what he said. Shit, how that shit go? All I know, he said, ew, they demonic for real. They took God out of schools and it all went downhill. Man, that's wild. That's wild. He said people that cut their thing off get called heroes. That's wild. Like shit is ass backwards. And when you read the Bible and you listen, you read Revelations and shit, it talks about these type of things, you know. So that's the biggest reason that I switched over to, you know, the other side. Like I said, I'm not a full Republican because Trump is not even a full Republican. He's like a different version of a Republican. He used to be a Democrat, then he switched, but he's a different. This is the new republic. This is the new republic right here. This ain't. They don't understand that this is something different than the typical old white racist Republicans of old. You know, that's why MAGA gets a bad name because they pin it to the old, you know, the Dick Cheneys of the world. You know what I'm saying? The George Bushes of the world. It's a spinoff of that. But yeah, the Democrats have definitely, you know, they definitely thought that they was about to push this liberal world order on us because nobody was stopping it. You know, it just kept getting further and further and further. And I knew it was because I used to drive Uber in DC. And I remember when Obama put that flag on the White House, I actually posted that day and I was like, yo, this shit is not going to stop right here. Like we all for, you know, gay rights, you know, love who you love, marry who you want to marry and all that, right? Do what you want to do in your personal life. But when you start passing that, you know, pushing that shit onto other people who have morals and other morals and values and religious beliefs, it's like, okay, what's your agenda now? Why are you trying to push that shit onto me? Like, do that shit in your own world, your own personal life. But then when they took that shit to the kids, oh, that's when they lost everything. And Democrats in the liberal world order got too comfortable, got to feeling themselves too much. And they fucked up. They pissed the whole country off. But see, they thought that people wasn't going to vote for Trump. They thought they had that. But they didn't realize that how fed up we really were. So we showed their ass. And now shit is getting fixed real quick. So, yeah, this was a dope one. I love this song, man. You know, the thing about Bryson Gray is he gives you religious Christian music that you could really listen to, like if you was listening to gangster music or some hip hop shit, like the beats he uses. And that's the whole wave. I was telling all my people, you know, months ago, I was like, yo, with D1 and Bryson Gray and dudes like Anomaly, and it's a bunch of, like, I ain't even realize it's a bunch of Christian rappers that's dope, they doing the same thing. And this it's a whole new movement, and it's so crazy because they use the dope ass beats, but they just changing the message. And I always wondered, like, how was ignorant gangster hip hop gonna end? Like it was holding on to us for too long, holding on to the culture for too long. It's like, yo, when is it gonna switch? Like hip hop usually switches like every 5 years. But that shit had a hold on us for like 15 years. And it was like, yo, man, this shit got to go. So finally, this is the music that's changing everything. And salute to all the people that's doing it. And salute to Tom McDonald because he's like the king of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to give him his props. You know, and some other dudes back in the day. But yeah, Tom definitely made that shit popular and popping. So yeah, we're gonna be coming back with some more joints. If you like this one, let me know in the comments if you want me to do more Bryson Gray joints, or if you got some other dudes that's like in that Christian rap genre that raps political stuff too. You know, let me know what you're feeling. But I'm gonna keep coming back and sprinkling in different joints, you know, from here, there, and everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all stay tuned. Until next time, enjoy yourself. Be safe out there, and I'll holler at y'all. 100.